Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Super Player NegativeAE, and last we left off, Angie had just died. So, it looks like I'm cursed. So we're just gonna see what happens here. A body has been discovered. Everyone, please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab. Ah, she puked again. This time it's green. Monophany's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Alright, I'm not surprised that she died. Alright, people that it could be. Who am I least expecting? Who is the Himiko?
Well then.
Let us pray for Angie. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie. It's gonna seem like it's most obviously Tenko.
It can't be.
Why did it end up like this? Did Angie have Atua with her?
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't. Weird. That's not true. Angie say Atua always by our side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game. Wait, this is part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead could only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way!
But why would someone do such awful things? Is that really what happened?
Could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but... Kyo also hasn't said very much in the past couple minutes, so it could very well be a Kyo situation. Vomit-soaked entrance. How novel. And the puke is green again, too. It's a pretty ominous sign. Why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monotam? I thought you were going to make everyone get along. Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes. Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer. But how? So let's get started. Conduct a friendly investigation, then we will have a friendly class trial. We must dispute these first. Or distribute these first. Oh, look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass these out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophany? By the way, I have been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. What the fuck? Why'd she have mushrooms grow out of her when she pukes? More green puke. That's really unlucky. Okay.
So then.
There is no use complaining. We are better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, by the third murder, we should all pretty used to dead bodies. Not Gonta. No way Gonta ever get used to this. Trust me, you don't want to get used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately.
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any choice.
You're right.
But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room, and in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It appears to be some kind of ritual.
Shuichi!
Did she murder herself to bring someone back? No, that couldn't be, because one of us had to do it. Counting on you as my sidekick, let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
But are you feeling okay, Kaito?
Okay.
Seriously, we don't have time to be talking about this. There's no way I'm gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit. The culprit? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Tsumugi, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time? No, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual?
Could it be?
Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Hey,
What? Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright? Sorry, Suichi. I just need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, guys. Kaito left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward sure has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage. You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role.
it's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
Where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
Right.
Yes, let's take a look. Alright, let's see. The victim is Angie Yonga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist's alarm. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also has a laceration. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopen. Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies. But the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Tua said, what good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
Member of the student council, that's...
All right.
We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
it's impossible.
I can't. Himiko. I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body.
But
If we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
whatever.
I don't care anymore.
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else, it's too much of a pain.
What's that?
Why don't you just use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop!
This is no time for your mere mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
I cannot say that with certainty, no?
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie.
You see.
We can summon her spirit with it. That's kind of cheating. If that's true.
What are
Seance.
you trying to pull?
Seance, what are you talking about? Cut it out already.
Kidding me!
Yes, this is no time for that's really cheating,
I am
actually.
serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
Investigation? If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close. First a resurrection ritual and now a seance? Are you messing with us?
Understand.
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written in literature the world over. In fact, I myself has participated in seances a great many times. Many times. On top of that, we have a rare chance to perform a legendary seance, The Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something...
However,
Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes? My earlier theory.
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It's not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one head. So to prove such a thing impossible, I think we should consult Angie herself.
incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar, to say the least. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual, so we're gonna fight occult with the occult.
Okay.
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest
How
solution.
exciting.
I'll help out. I was getting bored with investigating anyway. I'll help too. You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. Seance, or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
whatever you want. Yes!
Okay, I will.
So then,
So now we have 4 participants: Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the caged child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short. Fine, then Keyboy can come too.
You're right.
Guess we can't be picky. Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden? So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where should we do it? How about your lab? No. In order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough. And how about the empty rooms?
That's...
The empty rooms. The ones on the 4th floor. There aren't many windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Listen up.
I agree with Himiko.
Your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like
I
this.
see, yes.
Very well. I shall begin preparations at once. I shall have the 4 of you help as well. Or you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment for my lab. Are you really going? Yes!
Do you understand?
Let's do it. I mean, if he believes in it that much. We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. It could be Kyo, and Kyo's trying to, like, distract everybody from the... Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Are they serious about this stupid seance? Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Yeah, really, you only need me here. Really. Alright. Angie's body. Angie's body is laying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning
Got a
to.
minute?
Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She's the ultimate assassin. Alright, let's check it. Oh yeah, we need to check this. This book. The instructions for the resurrection trial are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the trial as written, you can resurrect 1 deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon. Angie tried to perform the ritual when written in this book, right? Yes, if we look at this book, then we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul that you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for 1 use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Angie really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true, but in this place, I don't think we could rule anything out. Necronomicon has been added. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as the laceration on her forehead. The killing blow was a stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely. Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind? But her 2 stab wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack? I suppose that would be unnecessary. Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding that much. What's going on with these 2 wounds? Forehead injury has been added to the truth bullet section of the monopad. What's wrong, Maki? Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder. What's this doing? Crumpled underneath her body.
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? Must be related to this case. Hair stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? With the bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
Okay.
Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Die.
Huh? Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. I couldn't
Wait a
resist.
minute.
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. Didn't sound like a joke though. This one has a sword in it. The ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these of whack figures. Is this the rope from the warehouse? I believe so, and that means there won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten those ropes. Maybe the student council should have locked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their dead bodies too. Or their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
What is it?
If not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? But if they're going through this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? Culprit Angie or someone else entirely? Can we look at the katana? This katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy. Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside and then gripped the katana, pulled it out of the effigy. Ah, wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
because
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the crime scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and then stared at the katana for a while.
This?
This is a real katana, but there's a gold leaf on it.
okay.
Yes, I believe that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be good enough to stab.
But
Why would they go for the effort of using this as the murder
That's
weapon?
true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
the
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor? They just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry? Or maybe they they needed a long weapon like this. A long weapon? My lab doesn't contain swords or any weapons of this length. Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easy. It's all over my hand now.
okay.
This would be pretty old for a gold leaf to flake that
Got a
easily.
minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? All my hands are sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me and stood in front of Kaede's effigy. I'm gonna put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. Aww.
By the way,
Even so, why was the weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or were the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than
What are you
this.
talking about?
Then what's the reason for this? I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there. I want to make sure that the katana indeed came from that room. Alright, is there more stuff to investigate? There's still things to investigate. Alright, what do we got? Is there anything on each of the wax dolls? Why are they hung up? Is this supposed to... What is this? Who is that person? Okay. It doesn't look like there's too much to investigate, and they all would warrant the same thing. Other than that, check the back door. Is it locked or unlocked? This is the lab's back door.
is this?
The door has a lock, and it's still locked.
That's true.
That's because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in. It's been locked ever since. Oh wait, what's this? Fingerprints? There's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Could be...
Is that alright?
May I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding
So
lock.
what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Interesting.
Well,
I'm curious about the rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Should we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. Alright, let's look. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Maki, what are you looking at?
hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. Got the door on top. Click, 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 click. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. That is interesting. How did the culprit get out? How did the culprit get out of the room if both doors were locked? That is interesting. Click, click, click. Open sesame. So he picked the cylinder lock open.
hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him? Would have been possible from the outside. Monocubs took the key. Yeah, Monodam ate it. He ate it.
then,
So Kokichi is the only one that could have opened or closed this door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from the outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So the front door was locked from the inside, or from inside the
No.
room. Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of the possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes, how did the person who locked the doors got out? How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors? That is true. It's still strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door, how we came through, has a cylinder lock, and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the bodies, both doors were locked.
this,
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Yeah, because if she's the only one here, the cylinder's lock cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs, so both doors could easily be locked from the inside. But if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, he could have picked the cylinder on the front door and go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true. It's too easy. It's too easy. Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that's it seems a little too convenient. It's a little too like, oh yeah, totally, it's him then. There's still things to investigate. So we have accounts to talk to, or people to talk to. So let's talk to Gonta.
Why?
Murder at nighttime. This is strange.
Why?
What do you think?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
You.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it too is rule. Angie say he punished us if we not follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, right? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. She was?
But
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in their own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she's asleep in her room and then get brought here.
Gonta, idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. She needed to die though, because like she would have completely fucked our whole like rhythm we got going on. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Tenko? It's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko? Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed to enter
Oh yeah.
into this lab. That's right, Angie did allow the members of the student council to enter her lab. Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point for Tenko. She did betray the student council after all. It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here, I don't think it's Tenko. It's too simple for it to be Kokichi, it's too simple for it to be that. It can't be Maki because she's been focused on the story. It could be Kaito, because he's kind of like someone that I wouldn't suspect. Off that group, Tenko is certainly most suspicious. It could be Kaito. Definitely could be Kaito. This busty, brainy broody has it all figured out. What do you mean? You know who the culprit is? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her? Wait! Hey, wait, goddammit. You're just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on. Listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you know how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for a ritual or another purpose? I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions. Diversions?
Listen up.
Yep. The culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
Knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I
What was
blame her.
that?
What the hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? Resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Miyu tried to look up the wax figure skirt. What are you doing? Stop that.
What?
Just wanted to see if the doll was wearing panties. Wait, do You have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now?
Fucking virgin.
If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. Starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me is a waste of time. I like Miyu. There are still things to investigate. Is there stuff to the top or stuff to the bottom? Alright guys, I figured it out. So we're back. I spent like 10 minutes looking for literally anything in the room, and I didn't think to check this pool of blood that's here. Crazy. It took me forever to find that. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. The blood is from the back of her neck. This blood is dry. Must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
What?
It's not important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. That's supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. I mean, he's encouragement. God.
You got a minute?
Is it really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left, so we need to hurry up. You're right. First, we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. There's something wrong,
By the
Maki.
way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
It's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true Maki is a tremendous help to me. She's kind of very helpful. Alright. Yes, let's go to the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. That was interesting. That pool of blood really stumped me for some reason. Like I didn't think that it would be a thing. Alright. Ultimate Anthropologist lab is right here. Take a drink. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from right here. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay,
Maki, the gold katana definitely came from here, I'm certain of
That's
it.
true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is okay, he's no longer suspicious now that we
No.
think he's suspicious. Anyone could have taken
That's
it.
true.
It's gotta be someone like totally unrelated to the crime. Like, I'm trying to think Danganronpa thoughts. That, like, someone totally fucking, like, gone from the crime. It can't be Tenko. It can't be Maki. It can be Kaito. Oh, what are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, that is your signature look.
anyway,
Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance. Yep, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
so that means
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet. So let's see. Kokichi took a look around and I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
yeah.
It says Caged Dog Village right on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the caged child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book and picked it up. Oh, this page. It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiyo's drawing is the same magic circle as this one in the picture. Let's see. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light. Just like Kiyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on the stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are standing at a corner of the room. 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song, ask, "Is the caged child?" and then say the name of the culprit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kiyo's been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. He has. I lay my eyes on the real one. What a real trick of fate.
right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. But is it even possible, contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Suichi?
Well, you know.
You should see how it plays out and with your own eyes.
See?
There's still some time, you know. The seance hasn't even started
That's
yet.
true.
Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as he was inviting me to go play, and left the room. The caged child has been added to the truth bullet section. Yes. Alright. So I guess let's head to this seance room. Because we're going to participate in a seance.
Hello.
So Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Suichi. You are most welcome to join us. Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh, man.
What a shame. Well, Kibo, you're up. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. That is true. Toothpaste and orange juice do not mix, huh? To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help is appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine. But I won't forget about this betrayal, Suichi. What did I do?
So then,
So now, Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. drew this magic circle with salt?
Correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. Surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the
Do
picture.
not worry.
I have the entire document memorized. This magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark.
Huh?
You have to memorize the lyrics now? You're a detective, so I expect your memory should be up to the task. Here is the melody. You gonna sing? I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Well then, let us begin the ritual right
How
away.
exciting!
We finally get to see
So
Angie.
then,
Before that, let us choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. And I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please. Tenko is so great.
By the way,
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
damn it!
And venting your anger on something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
so then.
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps. It's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
Oh, they made a little sprite for her. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done. First, we must place the iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Suichi and Kokiji. Please keep in mind, walk carefully as to not to disturb the magic circle. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm super duper strong. I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too
Way
weak.
too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
How did the four of you get to the circle
Even with
holding
four
that?
people, it's still really heavy.
Holy
I'm
crap.
curious as to the
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I mean, honestly, that's not that heavy.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
I'm impressed you got there with four people.
So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance.
well then,
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie. Then I'll blow out the candle now.
Okay. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. If Angie really comes to life and starts talking to us here, then it's gonna be game over. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Kyo led us all in the Caged Child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Thonk. That's...
Will the guard dog run far away?
Himiko, keep up.
Did it eat the little girl?
Himiko is behind by half a beat. It's annoying me.
At last, at long last.
There we go. We finished singing the song, but thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
say,
is the Caged Child Angie Yonga? What's going on?
say.
Say.
What's the matter?
Hold on.
Himiko, it was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Is it a second murder?
Let's see. Huh? Well,
Oh, I hope not. Let's just strike a match and light the candle once again. Don't murder someone else. What's going on? Did it really fail?
that cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect. Angie not coming. Is that Tenko still in there?
I
Tenko.
see, yes.
I told her she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, the dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove the objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit must stay in the medium's body. Or may stay in the medium's body. Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. She's dead in there. She's 100% dead in there.
Now?
There's blood.
Oh? Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Himiko ran towards his cage in a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... It's a double murder, guys. Oh, Danganronpa, you got me fucked up. Dude, people are gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofanny's green puke was predicting the tragedy.
Ah!
Oh, the puke color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this. Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. Oh, dude, does that mean there's a double culprit? Or is the culprit the same? Second body discovery announcement played. Fuck, I like Tenko. Stop eliminating more people than you need. What the fuck?
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How did this happen?
Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Suichi, please explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening? Okay, so I have a couple theories. Obviously, the board is lifted up.
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess now you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit than the one who killed Tenko, yes?
if so,
What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
that's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen? Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. I really don't know. Aw, man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objectives, then we don't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help. Have you ever forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault Daddy ended up like that. It's all your fault, Monotone. Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam. Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal. I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush.
Here I am.
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Thank you, so with you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing.
Okay. Let's see what Monokuma has to say. And that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take some time off to relax. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is just to leave whether you get permission or not. Wait, so who's this Baldy then? Oh, it's just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here. I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that nuisance out of the way, what were you guys talking about again? Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. First come, first served. First come, first served. The blackened who killed your first victim to be discovered will be your target. In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
Go ahead. Father!
Is a waste of a victim? Daddy, you're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs, and that never let you go. You left us behind without... he just left us behind without saying, let's go. That's why he's so amazing. That's weird to me. So we're trying to find Angie's killer, not this killer? It doesn't make any sense to me. So Tenko's just dead. For no reason. So to make sense of all that, if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Andy's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we? True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in
How
case.
exciting! Piece of shit!
So someone's gonna get off scot-free.
Shuichi!
Suichi, this is bad. Wait. This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
So this is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Suichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
All right.
Let's check out the Monokuma file first. Aw, dude, Tenko was fucking great. I was happy that, like, Angie died because she was being a little bit of a bitch at the end, but Tenko was just trying to, showing heart, and, like, she wasn't as bad as, her body was found in the middle of, the empty room on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. To the back of the neck? Maybe it's Angie's curse?
Jeez.
Hey!
Aww.
What? Curse?
Kaijo, calm down!
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
A dull sound reverberated through the room. Alright, I gotta end this episode. So we got two. And from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, like in the comments, because this would be interesting to go back and read, if I'm right or not, or maybe I'll figure this out in future episodes. But that just means someone's getting off scot-free. So basically, if you kill during an investigation, it's whatever. Someone could go on a mass murdering spree after the first person. So someone else could kill somebody. Then someone could go on a mass murdering spree to kill everybody else until there's only 2 people left. Right? That sounds crazy. I don't know. It sounds unbalanced, but it's whatever.
Are you okay? My bad.
My bad, Suichi. I'm starting to feel bad. Alright, I gotta end it here. I picked up the controller like I'm gonna fucking start playing again. I gotta stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, all that jazz. We're gonna find out what happens in the next episode. And hopefully try and get to this class trial. Peace out, you guys.